What happened? What happened? Here we are. Stuff's going on. You are tuned in to the Pepper Stewart Show. And you also got, not only do you have the one and only Pepper Stewart, you also got the man with a lot of plans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
plan.
There he is, Tex. There's the Tex.
But
The Tex. Right there. There he is.
I'm here.
He's here, he said. He said, folks, I'm here today. What's going on?
Oh, well, while I'm here and while I'm thinking about it, I like to give a shout out to one of my fans that are watching from California.
One? You only got one fan watching?
Yeah.
You need to work on
I
that.
only got one fan that's more important.
Oh, look out. One's important.
Hey, Melina.
Who?
Melina.
Oh.
Melina.
That's a different one. Every week you got a different number one fan. What's going on with that? How many number
Well,
ones you got?
Well, there's enough for me to go around to everybody.
Okay. All right.
I got to spread the love.
That works. And we want to tell you folks on Farm and Ranch TV, we hope you're enjoying what you're seeing, because apparently you are. So that's a good deal. We're liking that deal. So we got a lot of stories for you guys today. Me and old Tex can run through some stuff. Those that have been here, hadn't been here, whatever. We're at Mesquite Rodeo here recently, doing the live broadcast for the ERA, the Elite Rodeo Association qualifiers at Mesquite Rodeo. We'll be there again on August the 27th. So it depends on what time you catch us on the boob tube. We're gonna be there a bunch more times though. We're gonna be on the 27th. We got 2 dates in September and 2 dates in October. So be sure and come on out. Come on out. You can listen to us live like you're doing now, and then you can come out and take a picture with Tex.
And 2 dates a month. Maybe that's better than I'm doing right now, Joe. I need another date.
He needs another date, so help him out. Help him out. All right, we got some stories we're gonna run across. You may have heard already, you may have not heard already, but we're gonna tell you about that. So let me run this across. We do not have an ERA athlete this week or this episode. They are busy on their on the rodeo roads, so we're going to catch up with them on to the next one. But we do have some great interviews from the ERA qualifiers on the YouTube. So go to Pepper Stewart TV on YouTube and check out some of Texas handy camera action going on.
Mm-hmm. Well, we may not have an ELA athlete, but we got an athlete here in the studio today.
Right there.
Me.
There he is. Look at him.
I'm athletic.
Superstar.
That's what they tell me.
Superstar. All right. Huh? What? Okay. All right. Stuff's going on. We're going to tell you about. They got a mobile. We're going to tell you about a mobile recycle unit that could be the answer to the wild horse problem. So we're going to tell you about that deal.
We need to cure the horse problem in general.
All
Too
right.
much stuff going on out there.
A lot of stuff going on. Anyway, we got a UK over in UK. For our UK fans, want to say hello. We got a UK rider that was killed instantly when the horse took off, and apparently she had the rope around her neck, and you don't want to do that. But anyway, something happened, and horse took off. We're going to tell you about that deal, see what's going on with that. The Army is looking to dispose of, and that's another thing about the internet. They put these headlines out there. You look at the headline, you go, oh no. And a lot of times people will share crap from the headline, thinking it's a big bad ordeal, whatever. But anyhow, the Army's looking to dispose of about 750 horses.
Dispose. They wouldn't
In Louisiana?
But they are live horses.
Well, yeah, what dispose could mean a lot of things. So we're going to tell you what that means exactly. And I don't know how many buggy drivers we got out there, but there's a buggy driver up in Pennsylvania.
I rode a buggy today. That like a chopping cart?
Kind of like a shopping cart pulled by a horse. And there's a guy doing that, and he wasn't supposed to be doing that. He got in trouble, so we're going to tell you what happened to him. And this one here, this I don't know. This one here, I don't know if it takes the cake, but it's interesting. Deer vasectomies.
Do what?
Yeah, a deer vasectomy on a deer. All right, think about what I just said. When you stop laughing, we'll get to the story later on today, but we're going to tell you about that deal.
I may want to put my application in for that deal.
He might. Maybe a new delicacy for a restaurant right there. And then we're going to touch back on the trespassing youth that was endangering their lives by crossing farmers' fields. And we'll touch on that one more time. And hot buns on the run. You might have heard that story already. We're going to tell you about it again. And we're going to touch on the Brazilian beef.
Hot bun on the run, and Brazilian beef. That's my life.
So we're going to touch on that.
Story.
On that one more time. So hope you guys enjoying that deal. So we're going to get on to it and get to talking about stuff, because that's what we do around here. We sit around and talk about stuff. So what did you do on the weekend? How was your weekend there? Did you do some traveling, or did you?
No, I think I did most of my stuff at the Mesquite Rodeo.
Was that this weekend?
That was this weekend.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
All right.
Was it?
Yeah, it was.
It was this weekend.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I put the Mesquite Rodeo this weekend. And then I got the. Well, I don't know. I can talk about that.
What'd you get?
I got a ring.
Yeah, he got a ring.
I got married. Over the week.
Let me throw the camera back up. We'll run through some flyers. Yeah, he's got a ring. Look at that.
I got married over the week.
He did.
In case you want to know.
He did. Because nowadays it's all right, and you can get married if you want to. You know, before it was taboo, but now you can. So Tex and Jesus are happily married. He's got a ring to prove it. So good deal.
That's the.
Or did I say that wrong? Did I pronounce his name wrong?
I think his name is Jesus.
Oh, I got it wrong. Jesus. So he's now married to Jesus. I thought Jesus never got married. Guess so.
He married to me.
Look out. So,
I'm not talking about a real person, though.
Oh, all right. We were confused as you were.
I'm talking about the person that lives in my heart. So,
all right.
He doesn't live. Well, you should let that go. I'm taking the ring off.
Whatever.
You know. No, reason I got this ring, you know.
Why'd you get this ring?
When I go dancing, I always hear you if you don't wear a ring. Yeah, no girl wants to talk to you.
All right.
But all the guys that have a ring on, that look close to married, they get danced all the time. They dance the whole night away.
And where'd you? Because they're dancing with their wives. Where'd you get this research from? What kind of research institute did you go to get this? Now, when you got that ring, did you have to sign a card?
I did have to sign a card.
What kind of card did you sign?
I signed a commitment card.
A commitment to what?
Commitment to
marriage.
To marriage. Until death do us part.
So look at that, ladies. All you got, you hunt that old Tex. He's already got his ring, so his is done. He just got to buy you one, and you're good to go.
And I'm ready. I'm ready to do that.
He's ready.
Give me the opportunity.
What? What is going on? We got opportunities, all right. I guess let me jump on this deal right quick, because I know everybody's wanting to know about this, and we want to knock it off the top. All right, this is a mobile recycle unit. Okay, I don't think you have this one.
No, I don't.
All right, a mobile.
But I like recycling though.
Recycling is good. A mobile recycle unit is the answer to the wild horse problem. Okay, so think about this. The Capital Press and Eastern Oregonian, I guess that's a newspaper in Oregon, the past year had an article on a mobile recycle trailer. And as you read these articles, and you think, well, this might be the answer to the surplus wild and feral horse problem that's faced by the BLM. Now, it's not that BLM, the Bureau of Land Management. Now, presently, they're holding about 47,000 horses. All right, think about this. 47,000 horses in pens, and it's costing us, all right, think about this, us, the taxpayers. I got my own horses to pay for. I don't need to pay for everybody else's. So it's costing the taxpayers $50 million a year. All right, $50 million. Now they've advocated that these surplus animals be recycled and fed to the poor. So after they visited in Iceland and they were been rediscovering how savory horse meat can be, and learning the nutrition, the nutrition value, the nutritional value of it, and so it could be proposed and marketed as health food. So these horses, they've been roaming wild and free since 1971, after the Wild Free Roaming Horse and Burro Act. Now, I wonder if you eat a donkey if it tastes like ass. I don't know. But that was in 1971. Now, the BLM is charged with maintaining and managing, which is about 26,000 animals. And there's about 67,000 roaming the land. So that's a lot of horses. And they increase about 15-20% every year. So that's a lot. Now, the animals are, and of course they're wild. So when they get them caught, they're gonna, they're acting up. Now, and so what they're proposing is, in order to cut down numbers, because if you see the pictures out there, the pictures they show you, now it depends on who's looking or who's talking about it to what pictures they show you. Now, whether they're going to show you they show you pictures of some fat horses somewhere, but if you really look at these horses that are out there, they're skinny and they're poor. They could use some feed, but there ain't any grass because there's too many of them eating up all the grass. What they're talking about, so that's why they're saying that recycle is the only logical solution, and these mobile units might be the answer. Now, the BLM spending over $1,000 a horse per year would seem about $70,000 per unit. All right. Now, you could lease these units to different enterprising individuals. You could see, like, for instance, a food bank. A food bank could utilize one or more of these because they're always short on meat. They're always short of meat in the food bank. And if you do a little math, it's going to take a couple of these units to get it done. But since these animals are in the wild, they are wild, all right? So there's no medication. So you ain't got to worry about all these ads out there about antibiotics, which half people watching them ads don't have animals, don't know what that means. But they're free from antibiotics. They're free from medicines. So it'd be an excellent source of what all these people are into nowadays, organic. So you'd have some organic health food right there. Now, in a survey, 64% of the people in this survey, now they didn't say if they were, in the survey it didn't say were they homeless people, are they homeless people, were they starving people, it didn't say who they talked to. So out of the survey, 64% said they wouldn't eat it, but 36% said they would try it. They would eat it. So people who would like to obtain a tasty source of nutritional superior meat free of additives could do it. So those, a lot of people like to oppose a recycling house or a packing house, depending on how you say it, in their backyard. Nobody wants to live next to the packing house. Even the cattle packing houses, nobody wants to live next to it. Well, that's a good deal because these would be mobile and they'd be out in the wild. So if you think about that, they get out there, control the population, just like they do with everything else. They do it with wild, everything else in the wild. They have to work on populations and control populations. So there you go. You can control the population a little bit and fill food banks up with meat, because that's one thing that food banks have a lot of trouble keeping stock is meat. Because people like to donate canned goods, but they don't like to donate steak.
Yeah, but horse meat though, who would want to eat horse meat?
Europeans.
Mm-hmm.
It's a delicacy in Europe. I think Europe, France, and another place. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, I think
me and Special Someone was talking about getting a land together and rescuing all these horses.
Yeah,
you know who you are.
Yeah, do that. Now, are you gonna do like all these rescues do and say, we're gonna take all these horses in? Will you send me money to take care of them?
Yeah, we got to build a charitable organization.
Yeah, like a church.
It's a charitable organization.
All right, but that's
not a church.
That's how they do it. That's how it's done. But anyway, that's an option that's out there. There's plenty of options out there. They've tried to decrease the breeding stuff, try to do breeding regulations. What I would like to see the government do which with all that money they're spending out there, is do free castrations. I'd like to see that come back. Free castration at the vet. It only costs you $150 to the government. I'd rather pay $150, out of my tax dollars to go gild some of these horses than to have to pay for a bunch or watch all these starving horses out there.
Well, they always do that at the animal shelter. Why can't they do that with horses? Horses are pets.
They do. If a horse gets sent to a shelter, that's what happened.
All right.
Before you can take them back. So that's what's going on with that deal. So look out there, check it out, wander around, see what's going on. Something's out there. Something's going on. There's a lot of good stories out there. So check them out. I don't know if I ate any of that when I was over there in Europe this last time, but I don't know.
How would you know? Does it taste different?
Well, I suppose
Oh,
I
do you
heard
know?
I heard it's more stringy. It's more of a stringy beef, but I don't know. This one thing I ate over there, I wasn't sure what it was. Could have been. I don't know. Could have been. Could have been something. So what else you got going on over there?
Going over here?
You got any good stories over there?
We can talk about my buggy. I got caught in a buggy.
You got caught?
You can never hang around with Amish people, especially Amish miners.
Amish miners? What are you doing wrong? Like a coal mine?
No, like under 18 minor.
What are you doing with the under 18 miner in a buggy?
I don't know. Hanging around with minor and alcohol don't mix. You never do that.
Chris Hansen will find you.
No, I wasn't there.
Oh, you weren't? Okay, you weren't
I
there.
wasn't there. I'm just reading about it.
All right, tell me what happened.
Apparently, a name. I'm not making no name. He was arrested on suspicion of DUI while operating an Amish buggy. He had 4 passengers with him. Shot it for underage drinking. Apparently, they stopped the buggy in Indiana County for a safety issue after 2 men were riding on the roof. Apparently, you can't ride on the roof of an Amish buggy.
Riding on the roof of the Amish buggy?
Apparently, that's not too safe.
Is that that car surfing deal?
I guess I guess a little teenager having fun, but you're not supposed to do that. Apparently,
What do you know about?
there's no seat belt on the roof, so you can't be up there.
Well, no, you won't be on the roof. You fall off.
Police said that 5 men were all under the age of 21 and found to have consumed alcoholic beverages, as well as they had some in the buggy. So don't drink and drive, especially when you're driving a buggy.
Oh, you are just the worst type of person.
What? All right. So drinking, driving in the buggy. All right. It's on the roof.
Oh, the roof is on fire.
What?
Exactly.
All right. Now let's talk about these deer.
That's what I was going to do next.
Deer. All right.
Deer vasectomy. I don't
Okay.
have one, so we're good. Lady.
You don't have a
I'm
deer.
good.
You don't have a deer vasectomy.
No.
All right.
Just FYI. I don't want to put that out there. It's not on my former holding profile. Maybe it needs to be.
You gonna put on your farmer's only profile?
Yeah.
I
I do not have a deal for vasectomy.
What they have a box in there where you check for fertile or infertile or something on there?
No, I'm gonna put that in the suggestion box. I'm gonna email former holding right now. Tell them that.
Yes, all right.
Here's what's going on. Deer vasectomies. All right. There's nothing stopping the city from snipping Staten Island bucks. Last week, the state approved a bill, $2 million. All right, think about that. $2 million to perform vasectomies on male deer to control the herd.
Only on male deer?
Well, yeah, that's
Okay.
a vasectomy,
That's biological.
not a hysterectomy. That's different. So vasectomy. All right. So they're going to go out there and spend the time to catch all these deer, these male deer, right? They're going to catch all the bucks, give them a snip, and then let them go. All right. Does that make sense?
Oh, no.
No, it don't. But that's But that's as far as I can read on the story. I mean, once I get to that point, I'm like, what? You're going to do what? You're going to go out there and catch all these deer. You're going to spend $2 million to go catch a bunch of bucks and give them the snip.
I wonder all they could just turn them loose.
Yeah, just
right
turn them
there.
back loose. If you, how about this? This goes back to what we talked about a minute ago. If you're going to waste the time to go catch them, if you snip them, it's not going to do any good because now they're not serving a purpose anyway because they can't breed, and that's what they do is breed. So if you got them caught, load them in the truck, take them to the food bank, and help feed the needy, the ones that they're starving. Go feed them. Or how about this? How about you sell permits to the hunters? How about that? How about you have a 2-bag limit or a 3-bag limit, 3 buck limit? Sell permit to the hunters. Let them go hunt them. Maybe and sell them. $50 or $100 a permit, and bring that money back to. If you had 200 of them, that's a lot of money coming back to the city. Rather waste $2 million. Why not make some?
Well, the city already issued a permit saying that they could study this theory that the deer population on Staten Island can be controlled through the neutering of male deer.
Well, yeah.
They gonna study.
Yeah, they already realized.
They haven't studied it yet. They just got a permit to study how this vasectomy will do to the population. Can it be controlled? I think it can. But we got to study it first.
Yeah, we're going to study it. Why don't you go out there and take a few out, so to speak, and recycle them, use them for good. Feed some folks. You can even I even saw some comments on this deal when I was looking at the story. You can even make a clause in the permits. Hey, you got a 2-buck limit or a 3-buck limit. One of them's got to go to the food bank. You get 3, you get 2 or 3, or you get 3. One goes to a food bank. What's wrong with that? You're helping the community. You're helping the deer population. You're helping preserve the wildlife. I think it's a roundabout good deal. Now, I didn't go into the detail in this 2-page essay, but it pretty much, once you start reading it, you just start laughing. But they said that only 527 deer were found on Staten Island. Now I want to know, was that part of the survey to go count them?
Well, you want to know the process of going through it? The buck will be driven unconscious to one of several park facilities that will be prepped for the 15-minute surgery.
Yeah, it is about 15 minutes.
Long-acting post-op pain medication must be given to them.
What? Now you're going to put them on drugs.
During the procedure.
You're going to put deer on drugs.
Yeah, we don't want deer to feel the pain.
Do you know how much medicine costs? How much medication costs nowadays? And you're going to go give deer medicine?
Well, they got that $2 million plan.
I guess that's where that $2 million come from. What if you just go out there, find them, shoot them, or just if they want to do it the way they want to do it and save some money, all right, go out there with your dart gun, dart him, take him to the food bank.
That ain't
have him processed for the food bank.
That ain't inhumane, though.
That is as humane as you can get. Would you rather them get out there on the road and get hit by a car? Because that's what's happening. That's why they have an issue. So they found 520. Who went out and counted these, and how they know they didn't count one twice? But 527 deer found on Staten Island during the city's latest aerial survey of the herd, 236 less than the last count 2 years ago. So where'd they go?
I know, but they're not going to keep after the vasectomy. They're not going to keep them.
Well,
An hour after the surgery, they're going to turn them back.
We're going to throw them back out. So now they're throwing all these deer back out to go eat all the grass that the other deer need to be eating. And they're eating up all the grass. Well, that's why they're running out in the road getting run over, because they're overpopulated. You got to control the population.
Humane, sterilizing male instead of female will be faster, cheaper, and more humane.
Well, it's more easier.
More humane.
When you
cheaper
do it,
and more humane.
When you do it on a male, it's easier to do, because on a woman you got to go all up inside there. You don't want to jack with that. But on a male, just like we do on the calves, a little slit here, you pull it out, pop it. That's it, done deal. He's off back to his mama, sucking that milk.
Some have argued. Some wildlife experts have argued
What they argue
the
about?
plan won't work because the city is ignoring basic deal biology in conventional herd management practices. Whatever that
I believe
means.
it. I believe that. Well,
Fetch somebody to-
It ain't but 15 minutes. I think when I did mine, I was in and out in 10 minutes. Wasn't that long? Wasn't that big of an ordeal? I didn't put me to sleep. I was still awake.
You didn't get no pain medication?
Well, yeah, I got it wasn't a shot. They had some new deal because that was what I was worried about. I don't know. I guess all you people out there in TV land want to know about this, but yeah, not really. But anyway, no, when they did mine, I didn't like the needles point of it. Get a needle jabbed in both sides for all that. But they have a new deal now. It's kind of like an air compressor, and it's like an air, and they just put it up against the skin, and it. That's all you hear, and it shoots the numbing medicine through the skin, and that's it. That's one little slit, and he goes in there and pulls stuff out and cuts it, and then burns it off with like a curling iron or something, but you don't feel it. And then you're done. 10 minutes, you go home, get a bag of peas, sit on them for about 2 or 3 days, and you're good to go.
So you want no? Yeah, I don't know about you, but I'd be hot buns on the run on that one.
You would be a hot buns on the run on that deal.
Yeah.
That you would be. What about these hot buns on the run? What kind of?
Speaking of hot buns on the run, I got a story for you to tell.
I tell you what, I'm gonna let you tell this story.
I tell the story. 2 men committed armed robbery at a gas station in Detroit, Michigan this weekend, but they didn't take any cash. They robbed the gas station, armed robbery, with a gun. That means with a gun, but they didn't take any cash. The pair stole 3 boxes of a honey bun at a Chico early Sunday. They're taking to church, and then the honey bun take to church on Sunday morning. Yeah. The police charged you. I wouldn't necessarily call them dumb, but I would tell you this much. It is a very dumb thing to be doing.
Well, yeah. Everything going on in the news right now and all this craziness going around. Could you imagine if you got shot over a box of honey buns?
While one of the men went in the store to grab the honey bun, the other man guarded the door and ran in a gun with a security guard trying to stop the robbery.
Really?
Yeah. It takes 2 people to go steal your honey bun. You
gotta have a lookout.
You want to look at.
In most places, the honey buns are on the aisle. A lot of times by the front door, because when you get your coffee, you grab your honey bun or your donut and you pay for your coffee and go. So it's always by the door. So you just walk in the door, grab it, and take off. Just go.
No, we have to be more organized than that.
More
It's
precise.
organized crime.
Well, they probably playing a lot of that Grand Theft Auto video game, so they gotta act it out in real life.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Pokemon. They found a Pokemon stop.
Pokemon Go.
I play that game too, but ain't the game you talking about.
What? You talking about prison? All right, what else you got?
Yeah.
Let's talk about these horses in the army. You want to talk about them army horses?
Yeah, I want to talk about this disposing 750 horses. Well, they just get rid of. They just the army. You believe that the army wants to dispose of horses?
Well, that right there is what you call a teaser. It's a teaser, attention grabber. That's what the media calls attention grabber right there.
Yeah, but they share that little headline. We want to dispose of horses, but tune in tonight at 10 o'clock and we'll tell you about it.
We'll tell you what's gonna happen. What you're eating right now might kill you. Tune in at 10. We'll let you know if you're alive.
Yeah.
All right. So what's going on is Louisiana. They might be underwater right now. They may be disposed of already. Well, that water. But what they got going on is and the comments on these stories. Oh, it was so funny. Between 700 and 750 wild horses are trespassing on Fort Polk. And the Army has implemented a plan to move them off the base. They've authorized the base commander to implement this immediately, and the Army states that the horses must be removed to allow critical training that occurs on the base without interference from the horses and for the safety of the soldiers.
I might have had safety for the horses too.
Well, yeah, if you're out there blowing up stuff, you want to be blowing horses up? And that was something on the comments about that. I'll get into some of the comments I read on the story when we get done with this part. But yeah. Now the commander says that the wild horses are going to be corralled. They're going to be penned about 20 or 30 at a time. I guess they ain't got a very big of a pen. The
Well,
horses,
you don't want to overpower them.
yeah. Well, the horses that they catch when they catch them are going to be first. All right. First, they're going to be offered to a 501c3, which is a nonprofit animal welfare organization. So these so-called rescue types can take them for free, which is a good deal because rescue places like to get them for free because when they resell them, it ain't that much markup because they got them for free, so they ain't got to jack the price up too much when they resell them. Now, if no organization takes these horses, they're going to be offered to the citizens who want them.
That would be me and a special someone from California.
All right. So they're going to take them. If nobody wants them then they're going to take them to the auction and let whoever wants to buy them. Now, the time frame for each group of horses is in 30 days from capture to shipment to the sale barn. So this plan gives all you interested parties plenty of opportunity to get involved in helping the Army solve the problem. For this program to work, it's going to need the people's help. Now, they look forward to working with the interested parties to help find homes for these horses to make the forts safer.
And I'll be looking forward to working with them too. And I know somebody else will be too.
I looked at a few pictures of them horses they had now. They're more like ponies, more like pony types. Now, the pony bronc guys may want some. But yeah, it was so funny because in the comments, if you go on in the rest of the story, I didn't get the rest of the story. I didn't print it, but the rest of the story, the reason why there's so many horses out there is because, like we talked about earlier, with the Equine Recycle, there's so many horses out there, and when the horse market bottomed out like it has, where you got horses being given away and sold for $10, $15, $20, $50 at the sale barn. So people that can't normally afford to take care of a horse are able to buy one. They get it home. They realize they can't afford it. It's starving. So they take it out. They throw it out on the highway, or throw it out down the road, or drive to the woods where this area is at, and they kick them out. So a lot of these horses came from people couldn't afford them, so they just threw them out. And they multiplied, and ended up with 700 horses. That's a lot of horses. But that's the problem that's where the Army is doing their, and that's what somebody was saying, why are you training where all these horses are? You should leave these horses alone, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, this was the Army base. Been this base for, early 1900s. This is where they've always trained. They've been here for years. It's not the Army's taking over the horses' land. The horses are taking over the training land. So it's got to be safer for both because you don't want to be blowing up horses, and you don't want to be out there practicing shooting your tank off, and would you rather them shoot a target on the ground, or you want them to try to shoot a horse running across the field? Target practice?
Maybe
no.
target practice. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that may be a little moving target at you. You gotta get rid of them anyway.
Well, see, and that was another problem. That's probably what's been happening.
They're probably gonna get a comment on that one.
That's what's been happening. That's why they got to get them out of there because they're afraid that that stuff like that happens, and you get some bad publicity by that because there's a lot of people on the internet that don't read stories; they just share them. They read it. They read the headline because that's what the deal with this headline. That's why I got this story because the headline says Army to dispose of 750 horses. So all these people are sharing the story, going, "Look, the Army's going to kill all these horses. Look, they're fixing to kill all these horses. Blah blah blah." And I read the story. I was like, "No, it doesn't even say that."
Look up dispose in the dictionary. Dispose has more than one meaning.
Look up recycle also. It's got another meaning too.
Yeah, they all have different meanings. Hey, you can look up gay also. Gay has different meaning as well.
It means happy.
Yeah, it does.
But for you, what's it mean?
Happy.
All right.
Because I'm always gay. I'm always happy.
All the time. 24/7.
Gay, gay, gay. I mean, gay.
Downtown, gay town, right there. He's a happy man.
Happy, happy, happy.
Yeehaw.
Oh wait, that's probably copyrighted. I probably can't say that.
You gotta have a bigger beard for you can say that.
Yeah.
All right, what else you want to talk about? Do you realize we've burnt up a lot of time? And those of you watching the show, check it out. Hey, go to pepperstewart.com, send us an email. If you do, we've got prizes. In case you didn't know that, we got prizes. We give away prizes to folks that send random. we go through. We'll get a lot of messages on different things. We'll throw out. We send out koozies and hats and stuff. So anyway.
And don't forget, the vampire have a mall. It's this guy right here. The vampire. I am the vampire.
Oh, I'm pointing the wrong way. Is that way? That way. What? That way. All right. That thing froze on my face. Oh, and go back and check us out on the some replay action. Farm and Ranch TV, guys, come on with it. Farm and Ranch TV, they keep us fairly recent on there. I mean, I'm talking recent because I pulled it up this week to check out the Farm and Ranch TV. There's some good stuff on there. What stories we ain't got to yet?
Ban relax on Virginia beef and the UK rider hunger kill.
Oh, let's do the UK rider because he does too. I kind of rambled on before, but the UK rider. Let's get into that deal.
Catherine Bull, 39 years old, a vastly experienced horsewoman. She knew about horses. She trained the horses.
All right.
She lived on a horse ranch.
There we go.
She knew about horses. Was dragged across her field for around 150 meters. Now I don't know what that is in American terminology.
Well, 3 feet to a yard. I don't know. How many is in a meter?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out at some point.
Yeah.
All right, what happened?
Yeah, Google it. 150 meters, you can Google the rest. But this tragic accident happened at the Cross Lane Ephraim Channel and Bill Wolf in April. The business she has run for years.
Years. That's in Nottinghamshire.
Yeah.
I've been there.
She had not been riding at the time, but was preparing the horses in the field that day to be taken to an equine dentist.
Get the teeth done.
She first to the two animals and had managed to get the head collar on one and attach a lead rope. But there were no witnesses. Witnesses seen.
Did you just say head collar?
Yeah.
That's UK.
Head collar. Yeah, head collar.
That's UK term for halter.
Maybe halter.
Yeah.
I'm just reading.
I learned all these. Other terminology when I was over there. All right.
It is thought that the animal, because there was no witness, so we're picking up stuff out of a bottle. We're hopper still rising.
All right. Witness. No witnesses.
Yeah. Well, it is thought the animal is not known to have a bad temperament. So it was probably spooked and then made a run for it. So yeah, spooked by anything, a bow flew up in the air, or it could have been anything.
Where was the husband when this going on? That's what I want to know. I watch enough crime investigatory TV. Where was the husband at when this happened?
I'm sure he was at work. I don't know. Maybe she was married. Maybe she was single.
All right.
The rope was thought to be around her shoulder, but then pulled sharply on her neck. I don't know how the heck go from your shoulder to your neck. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a little fishy story right here.
Uh-huh.
She suffered from spinal trauma, which is a fracture, which has caused virtually immediate death.
She broke her neck. In other words.
Now, it is a name right there. It didn't just break it. Yeah.
Now, if you look down the story, it says her husband of 14 years, Steve. Uh-oh. He just texted you, didn't he? Steve. He told the coroner's court that no one will ever know why the rope had been around her shoulders for the moment before the horse bolted. That sounds suspicious to me. But
that was my brother from Manila Muller.
all right.
Just texted me.
That happens sometimes.
Yeah.
So the husband chimed in. He said, nobody will ever know. Does that mean nobody ever know what happened? The truth? I don't know. But yeah, and that's the thing. You got to, stuff like that happens. I even catch myself sometimes. If I'm out at the barn, I'm messing with the horse, whatever, and I'll throw the lead rope over my shoulder. Just if horse, I'll throw it on my shoulder right here like this. Just so I have, I can feel it when I'm doing something else. I don't have to hold on to it, But it's just laying over my shoulder, and I've thought of that before, and that could be what happened. That the horse took off running. Maybe she grabbed it. When she grabbed it, it went across her neck. We don't know. Like her husband said, no one will ever know.
But him, probably.
Now, it said,
the big question is, how did the lead rope get around her neck?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
This practice is to not put it on your shoulder.
Well, no, you don't put it on your shoulder. You don't want to do that. So
No one have ever seen her put a guide rope around her shoulder or her neck.
All right, and there you go again.
I'm sure that they are not more anxious for her family. It was unwitnessed.
Guide rope in Texas terms
called lead rope.
is the lead
That's
rope.
probably lead rope.
Yeah, that's the lead rope. You got to translate. Even though we're both speaking English, when you go from UK to US of A, you still got to translate. Still a language barrier.
My prayers and thought go with the family of the victim.
Well, the verdict was accidental death.
I'm sure it was. It was the horse's fault. You can't take the horse to jail.
You can take the horse to jail.
You can.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You ever seen a horse jail before?
That like a kill plant.
No, that's not a horse jail.
That capital punishment. The comment lighting up now. I bet that.
No, that's actually better. That's a better option because, a lot of folks wonder about put what they do at the horse recycle plants or at the vets. And when the vets put you down, they pump fluid into you. So they pump fluid into you, which
Hey, wait a minute. I heard it's better to put the horses down than send them to the killing plant.
it depends on where the killing plant's located. The way they got it right now, where they got it shut down in the U.S. and you got to send everything to Mexico. Yeah, it's better for them to get their lungs pumped full of fluid and choke to death in the U.S. and take that trip to Mexico. Because that's what happens. People don't know about that. They just know the words, but they don't know what happens. Research is key, folks. And don't just research one place. Don't just research one place. Don't go watch some Michael Moore documentary and then think that's real. It's entertainment. People, you have to understand, whatever you see on the internet, whatever you see on TV, is there. It all has a purpose. It all has an agenda. There's something to it. It's not
kind of like the thing I went now.
It's not unbiased.
It's an agenda for me.
It's hidden agenda. Everything's hidden agenda. Just like this show. We're just here to tell you goofy stuff. That's all we do. That's our hidden agenda. We're gonna make you laugh. Before the show's over, you laughed at some point, or you went, "What the is wrong with those guys?" That's what we do. That's our hidden agenda. But then we also have information. We got information. The PBR information is good. Go check it out on the Pepper Stewart Show Facebook page. We got the PBR stuff going on up there. A lot of stuff going on with it. We'll dive more into that on the next episode with all the PBR news coming out. So stuff's going on, stuff's going down, stuff's happening. We just hope you had a good time. That's all we want to do. We just want to hope you had a good time, and you enjoyed yourself. And if you look for that guy, that's Tex Travis over there. He's on the Facebook.
Former Holy 903. But please give me a message. I'm getting kind of lonely on there.
Yeah, he's on. Find his face. Just go find him on Facebook. It's Tex Travis. Tex Stewart or Tex Travis on Facebook. Tex Travis on the Facebook page. Go find that. Send him something. Tell him hello.
I might send you a ring.
He might send
you.
He might send you a ring. That way.
Man or woman, I send you a ring.
Hey, it's 2016. We don't discriminate around here. Equal opportunity offenders going on.
So my phone always going off over
all
here.
these phones are going off. So that's the good stuff. We hope you guys had a good time. We had a good time. We were here. You were here, and catch the replays. Catch us all the time, in and out, upside down on pepperstewart.com. Link to all the stuff that's going on. And until then, we will see you down the road.